This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Our goal with our videos is to empower you to be able to do the repairs on your own and save a whole lot of money and also get that great feeling of having fixed it by yourself.
We have a Whirlpool thin twin and it has a couple of problems. One is that when you set it for spin, it's not spinning, and also the tub is leaning to the right, so I think it's probably off of its suspension. So I want to test the spin part first. So I'll set it for spin. There we go. So nothing on this aspect. Let's go to the other one too. Probably the lid switch. Yeah, no sound at all. I'm sure it's on. Let's see. Yeah, it has power. Okay. So when you set it for spin, you can try the different parts of the dial, but if you get no sound, then almost always that's going to be a problem with this thing, the lid switch. We hear it clicking, but I'm not getting any power to it. I'm going to remove this panel. Just 2 Phillips head screws. Panel comes right off, and then there's a couple of screws, one right here and one right here, actually little bolts I want to take out, and that's going to let me slide the top off. Let me take a look at that. So to get to those 2 bolts, I'm going to use this angle tool just because it's easier. You could also go in from behind, and I'll zip those out, and then I can get the top off. Get this on top of that bolt first. There's one. That's what it looks like. Here's the other one. These are actually really easy to take out. Kind of hard to put back in because you can't see what's going on. You can feel where it is to get your tool on there. So those are off. I can take this whole thing and move it toward me. Lift up, and then there's a piece here I want to disconnect. This is for the lid switch. I'm just going to press in on a tab, separate that. I can pull this off. See what's going on with the lid switch. I want to get off this little bolt here and this little bolt here because I want to get this panel off to see what's going on with the suspension. Okay, there's one. Get the other side. Two. Okay, now I'll lift up to get this off. There's one. There's the other. So those are the little hooks. One there, one there. They fit into a hole there and a hole there. All right, we can get a better feel what's going on. Now we can see probably one of these got knocked off. Usually it's a result of too big of a load. All right. Looks good. They all look pretty good. The suspension spring in the back there, that long spring, is hooked up. That's good. But probably this side is not pushing up hard enough to keep this centered correctly. But all these seem to be okay. They look like they're in position. But this one is just not giving enough upward resistance to help it out. Let's see if we can adjust that. So the problem with the lid switch is one of the wires that just come loose. So that'll be easy. We're just going to reconnect those. And then we'll try to work on getting this to be, instead of leaning off to the side like that, more up here. Probably going to have to adjust that one on the right side. We're just putting together those wires that had come loose. Okay. So we've got these reconnected, and get this out of the way. Down in here. And we're going to go for dealing with the suspension problem. Again, it's leaning a little bit too far to the right. So we got it pretty even now, and it's a temporary fix until we can get a new shock. But a couple of hose clamps, so I leaned it to the left, get the hose clamps in there, tighten them up, and that'll hold it in that upper position. Also realize that this one, the nut underneath has just worn out. This little guy. So I'm going to see if I have one that'll fit to keep that one on. So I'm just getting that nut on there by turning it from these two sides. We got finger tight, and I just use my wrench. This angle iron tool made by DeWalt. Pretty cool. It makes it easy. Get that at Home Depot. Try this side. As in finger tight. That's tight. All right, that's great. So now this is a lot straighter, about where it should be. There's spin. Lid switch is working again. That's great. Excellent. Gonna work, but it's best to replace those shocks. It's just temporary fix. Sometimes on these older ones, though, you just want them to live a little longer, and you can do a repair like that just to give it some more time. These shocks just wear out over time.
Thanks so much for watching our video. We really appreciate your support. And when you get a chance, please press the subscribe button below so you can be subscribed, and also the notification bell so we can send you more videos about appliance repair. Please also give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. If you really liked the video and it really helped you, please press this new applaud button, and you can show your support and also get a nice clapping hands for your video. Thanks again.